Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So right now I got up the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index, guys, and now it's looking like we are in extreme fear. We were the other day too, but now the dial is turned down to 10. One of the lowest ratings I have seen probably ever. So take a look at this. Philip Swift here put together this chart. Wow, Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index has just dropped down to 10. Rarely do we see that score drop so far down into extreme fear. Free live chart and index is here, so he posts a link to the free live chart and index. And so here is the live chart. We can see if we scroll over that chart, we can see where the ratings go. And of course, as the market is going up, there is lots of euphoria, and then eventually that does shift. But what he did here is he photoshopped in the numbers so that we can actually see where the numbers were, where the fear index was at different points in the cycle. Like back in January of 2019, we did see that down to 11. Of course, during the beer flu pandemic, when markets all just collapsed, we did see a lower rating of 9. And then during, that 50% correction from Bitcoin's high back in the spring, we did see 19. Then we saw the new all-time high for Bitcoin, and now, guys, we're rated at 10. Even though technically we're not lower than we were back in the summer, we are still rating Bitcoin Fear at 10, around the same value that we saw back when markets were locked down. So I think this does speak volumes to where people's sentiment is in the market. Nevertheless, Bitcoin, guys, still holding this level here. Okay, right now it's trading at about $41,900. So we have not actually seen a lower low technically. We have seen it get down dangerously close to the former low, but we have not actually seen a lower low. And so what does this mean? Well, it could mean a lot of things. Blockchain backer here just bringing this up. Historically, a 42 to 43% drawdown is a good bounce area for Bitcoin. Many are turning bearish on BTC right now, when the time to turn bearish was actually in the 60,000s. Picking the bottom for where the retracement rally can begin is difficult, but I'll take a long shot and guess it'll be at around $39,557. That's a very, very specific number, and that number is actually right at the tip here. If you guys can see, right at the tip here of this wick from when Bitcoin did correct back on September 21st. So that's what the blockchain backer is suggesting. Now, that's interesting because if that were the case and we were to throw a Fibonacci all the way down to that level, which is where the blue line is, throw that on there. The retracement level, the 702 for Bitcoin, would bring us in and around here. Okay, and that would take us to what value? Almost exactly $60,000, a good psychological number. Of course, in this case scenario, we would see Bitcoin retrace, go back up to the 702 from that point, and then finally make its way down. Now, on this way up, this is when we would see the altcoins rally. So we also have to pay attention to if that is happening. If that is not happening, though, could it be that Bitcoin could go up higher, could go up past 69,000. That certainly is an option as well. Blockchain backer also just bringing this up. Always amazing to see sentiment flip right at the retracement levels. Fear and Greed Index is at 10, extreme fear, just as Bitcoin reaches the 0.702. So he's just demonstrating that with an inverted Fibonacci retracement here on the chart. Bitcoin at the 702, down in and around here, and sentiment obviously changing, showing us the fear and greed here. Also showing us crypto fear and greed index over time. So that is something to be paying attention to, definitely. On the flip side, though, we haven't seen much movement for altcoins. We are seeing the entire market down. We are seeing market cap down below $2 trillion yet again. Bitcoin dominance still hovering around 40, so not too much movement for Bitcoin dominance, not suggesting any altcoins are taking over the market cap. So, it's still a wait and see kind of period. That will likely not happen until we do see that retracement. So this retracement period would definitely change the amount of money flowing into the altcoins if this theory is correct. Also, Bitcoin dominance would go down, 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 right? That's what we would have to see. In the meantime, if I bring up XRP real quick, XRP still holding here, 76 cents, kind of where we saw it yesterday. So not too much movement for XRP. Also, the fact that even though we are seeing Bitcoin match that former low that it's seen, XRP, on the other hand, still making higher lows. So still holding this level in and around here, which is technically a higher low. It's not really, that's terrible. Not a straight line at all. basically a higher low than what we saw with this last low here from back in July. So that's what we're experiencing in the crypto market as of now. I wanted to bring up this as well, guys, from Blake here on Twitter. Will Bitcoin finish the cycle or die halfway this time? Are you buying the dip, hodling, or calling it quits? Decisions. And so he's just showing us the 2013 cycles, how we are seeing a similarity in 2022. And so I've showed these historical charts in the past on this channel, just demonstrating another point of view, another case study of why these technical analysts are suggesting that Bitcoin could even go higher. The other thing, I really want to bring up that I don't think is mentioned quite enough is the volume, guys. The volume that we're seeing for Bitcoin at this time is very, very, very low compared to what we've seen in previous bull runs, where we've seen the volume kind of spike and kind of tent up into a triangular formation. This is on the daily. If I throw it on the weekly, actually, I believe you can see it a little better here. Back in 2013, we saw that spike of volume right here in and around the top, and also in 2017, we did see that spike for volume in and around the top of Bitcoin. And now, if this were the top, if 69,000 were the top, we're just seeing low volume over here. So not similar to any other bull markets I've seen. Anyway, going to keep moving, guys. More news here coming from Ripple partner Neum. Neum reveals plans for 2022 after a positive 2021. Neum, a premium provider of cross-border payment services, has issued comments on how it fared in 2021. We talked a little bit about that in a different video. Neum, which offers payment services and card issuance functions to businesses, said it had a positive year overall. It claims to have become the first international business-to-business payment unicorn in Southeast Asia. A unicorn is a company that is in a startup phase and that is owned privately and valued at more than $1 billion US. I didn't know that there was actually a definition for a unicorn, but I guess there is. This news comes after it received its Series D investment package. So we talked about that specifically. The company also spent the year making big acquisitions. RippleNet partners be getting more partnerships, and this is how their partners are going to grow. This was a big theme in 2021. We saw many Ripple partners branch out, expand their businesses, and really kind of hit it home. Of course, they have a superior product because they are leveraging RippleNet. Here's a quote down here, guys. Throughout the pandemic, we saw the world enter a new era of payments innovation, as well as adjusted to a new normal. The company added that it expected that the state of flux would persist as the world moved into 2022, and at Neum, we believe that 2022 will be no different. We expect the continued rise of digital payment adoption, particularly across crypto and BNPL, and we envision a surge in travel. So they're seeing the potential for perhaps more tourism. In further remarks, the company shared some of its priorities for what areas of the sector it intended to focus on during 2022. Here's what they said, guys. These are wide-ranging but reflect the company's key solutions that it offers to customers, and it includes card issuance and crypto as a service and much more. In 2022, you can expect to see us continue to build out each of Neum's key solutions: pay-ins, payouts, card issuance, banking as a service, and crypto as a service. So obviously a cross-border payments provider wanting to keep on that leading edge. They saw great development in 2021, expanded their business. 2022 going to be no different. So great news there for Neum. BondCrypt XRP posted this: crypto custody leader Digivault achieves double-digit growth as it adds to its list capabilities. We also have to note that they have added XRP. So this digital asset custody business achieved a 30-fold increase in assets under custody in the 2021 calendar year, reflecting the strong demand for accredited and regulated crypto industry service providers. That's the first thing we have to make note of. Accredited and regulated crypto industry service providers. This is for the big leagues, guys. This is for institutions to now invest into crypto. The company now securely stores the assets of a growing list of customers, including sophisticated investors, family offices, fund managers, and also law enforcement agencies and governments through its strategic partnership with Asset Realty. In December, it also added to its world-leading list of credentials with the addition of XRP to its assets under custody. So a year on, despite the lawsuit, this company coming out of Asia, that would be Digivault, they have added XRP. They say here XRP is a digital asset that is native to the XRP ledger, an open source. So just a little bit about XRP. Digivault now supports more than 50 digital assets, including BTC, ETH, BCH, DOT, and XRP. Robert Cooper, Digivault CEO, said, "The value of digital assets, along with the technology infrastructure that it supports, can no longer be ignored, as reflected in the landmark increases in cryptocurrency participation we saw in 2021. But this increase in participation also put the spotlight on the risks of security breaches and hacks. Our business growth reflects this growing awareness by industry participants to be far more discerning in choosing accredited and regulated service providers." Regulation, of course, going to be one of those main driving factors for institutional money flowing into the crypto market. And, just last month, despite the lawsuit, they recently added XRP because of an increased demand, from what I understand here. Down here are just some more highlights of Digivault's 2021 calendar year. I will link this in the description of the video if you guys are interested in reading the full press release. Wanted to thank BondCrypt XRP for posting that. And here, guys, real quick, from the Wrath of Kahneman Payments 2022 report, the corporate treasury shift asset allocation in the new crypto option shows Ripple's use in corporate transactions by number of countries. So here's the PDF here, and I will link this in the description for those of you guys interested. Just going down here to page 19, I believe. Yeah, it's page 19. You guys can see Ripple listed over here. Businesses' usage of cryptocurrencies to transact, share of business that use select cryptocurrencies for transacting by number of countries in which businesses operate, and of course, the usual suspects: Bitcoin, stablecoins, Ether, Ripple, alternative coins, just kind of lumped in one category, and Bitcoin Cash. From highest to lowest, and over here in figure 1, FI's perceived business use of cryptocurrency. We got Ripple down here at 90.3%. So listed in this document for investing and transacting, 96% of FIs believe businesses would use stablecoins for investing and transacting. So it is becoming more and more apparent. A lot of these payment businesses are shifting towards the cryptocurrency industry to create new opportunities for business, and Ripple definitely one of those top companies that these businesses are paying attention to. Let me note here too, guys, that this is the January 2022 report. So just came out very, very recently. Today is only January the 8th. The corporate treasury shift asset allocation and the new cryptocurrency option. So boom, Wrath of Kahneman, bringing us those stats. Thanks so much, man, for posting that. Okay, and so here's another one, guys, from Stéphane Hubert. I saw this, and I kind of put two and two together, remembering what we were talking about in November. Okay, JP Morgan issues a bearish warning for Ethereum. Listen to this closely, okay? Since the shard chain phase is expected to kick off only in 2023, Panagurtsoglu believes that it will be too late for Ethereum to catch up to the rest of the market by that time. It already lost more than 30% market dominance. And so Stéphane Hubert is retweeting out Recomec's tweet here. Recomec posted this here on Twitter. Is this their way of saying end the Ripple lawsuit now? So let me read you guys this article here from You Today. In a recent research note, JP Morgan Chase analyst Nicolas Panagurtsoglu predicted that Ethereum would continue losing its dominance in the decentralized finance sector. Well, we just heard that clip from Vitalik Buterin a few days ago. I showed you guys that clip, him saying that, he could see another 6 years to develop Ethereum 2.0. Many were taken aback by that, and, it's kind of comical considering how much of a leg up Ethereum has, especially with the SEC. So that was his statement. In order to increase the scalability of the network, it will be divided into independent shards. Sharding is undoubtedly one of the main features that is hotly anticipated for Ethereum 2.0. However, since the shard chain phase is expected to kick off only in 2023, Panagurtsoglu believes that it will be too late for the current leader to catch up to the rest of the market by that time. So he is even saying, Ethereum, they are lagging behind. Ethereum's share of the decentralized finance market has been steadily shrinking over the past year. According to data provided by DeFi Llama, Ethereum dominance has more than 97% just a year ago, but its share of the total value locked in DeFi protocols has now shrunk to just 63% due to the rapid growth of such competitors such as Terra, Binance Smart Chain, Avalanche, and Solana. Let me note here, Solana, despite the problems that it's been having recently, Solana is one of the WEF projects that they have considered to be important enough to mention in their June 2021 document. The fact that Ether is ceding ground to independent blockchains appears to be particularly concerning, and so here's just a graph demonstrating that. But here's what I really found interesting. The year 2021 was a banner one for the Ether token, with its price soaring 396% in 2021. However, JP Morgan predicts that the second largest cryptocurrency could take a bearish turn in 2022. This statement here, guys, something that we should be paying attention to. They say bearish turn in 2022 as the network continues to see fierce competition. The Ether price is now down, yada, yada, yada. All right, so something is just not jiving here, right? Why would JP Morgan be saying this if, indeed, what's been revealed to us is true? The SEC is looking to protect big banks, JP Morgan being one of the biggest. We also know that there is an unlawful tie between Ethereum and the SEC trying to keep Ethereum propped up while keeping other projects down like the XRPL, Ripple, and XRP in court right now with the SEC fighting back. So on the one hand, you have Team SEC, Team Big Banks, Team Ethereum. On the other hand, you have other projects like Ripple, XRP, and other projects that could be competitors to Ethereum. So why is JP Morgan saying that Ethereum could fail because they are too far behind the fierce competition? Let me keep going here, guys. XRP Crypto Wolf posting this. Central Bank of Bahrain completed a successful overseas remittance trial enabled by JP Morgan's digital currency, JPM Coin. So in collaboration with the Wall Street Giants blockchain and crypto unit, Onyx, Bahrain's bank, ABC, initiated real-time payments for aluminum Bahrain with its counterparties in the US using the JPM Coin system. According to the report, the trial marks an advanced phase for Bahrain Central Bank's endeavors to explore blockchain applications in real-world remittances. The bank's foreign exchange and IT departments are set to work on introducing and commercializing the technology soon. So JPM working with Bahrain Central Bank for cross-border payments. JPM Coin, we already know, a stable coin, definitely not a Ripple killer, as we were talking about years ago now when they first introduced it. We know XRP is going to be there to source liquidity, so XRP and stable coins definitely not in competition. We got to pay attention to this though, because JPM working with Bahrain's central bank. And so who else has been developing partnerships in Bahrain? Bahrain's leading payment gateway, SADAD, adopts Ripple's XRapid for cross-border payments. Guys, this was back from October of 2018. The SADAD, the company that touts being Bahrain's most trusted payment channel, has adopted Ripple's recently released XRapid to facilitate faster and more convenient cross-border payments. One of the most commonly used payment gateways in Bahrain, SDAD, has won several awards in its relatively brief existence. We also have to remember that there was the Sharia compliant law that was happening in some of these Middle Eastern countries. And so XRP at some point, I believe it was in 2018, was deemed a Sharia compliant coin. And so Central Bank of Bahrain licenses Sharia compliant cryptocurrency exchange CoinMina. This also made the news about a year ago, January 2021. The Central Bank of Bahrain has issued the soon to launch cryptocurrency exchange CoinMina with a crypto asset services company license category 2, paving the way for it to begin operations within the country. The Bahrain headquartered digital asset exchange received the license after reportedly meeting all the operational criteria, so on and so forth, aimed at both retail and institutions. CoinMina will offer upon launch 5 of the major cryptocurrencies, guys, and they are the usual suspects: Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. And so out of all these coins, the 5 coins, which one is used for cross-border payments? Which one already has the infrastructure put in place to source that liquidity? Clearly, they're not going to be using Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, or Bitcoin Cash. XRP, the only one that can really scale here on this list of Sharia-compliant cryptocurrencies. So, could it be that JP Morgan is silently shifting, perhaps becoming friendlier to the idea of utilizing RippleNet and XRP, despite the fact that the SEC, who is trying to help big American bankers succeed, is fighting Ripple in court right now? I mean, it is so strange that JP Morgan would be criticizing Ethereum, and sure enough, they are criticizing Ethereum. Also, remember 2 short months ago, JP Morgan, if Ripple wins the SEC lawsuit, XRP is poised for significant adoption, and I did talk about this 2 months ago back in November of 2021. I don't have to go over this article again, but guys, I will leave it in the description for you. I think it is becoming more and more clear that JP Morgan does see a way to improve their business, to really get a leg up against their competition, and it sounds as though they are going to start in the Middle East, in Bahrain. They've already completed their JPM coin remittance trial with the Bahrain Central Bank. So could XRP be next? Finally, guys, just wanted to play this for you. Retweeted out from Best FTSO. Did you see this on Ripple's Welcome to Swell opening? Some people are saying they missed it. Hilarious. I don't know who has time to put these things together, but this is just amazing.
Communities and economies. Of course, it's also worth knowing that crypto's market cap has grown from that 200 billion to well over 3 trillion. And the world is paying very close attention to what's happening in this sector. Blockchain and crypto use cases like cross-border payments are firmly outside the sandbox stage. And more recently, things like NFTs have continued to push crypto into the mainstream consciousness.
I love this kind of thing. Brad Garlinghouse acting professional as usual. Wanted to thank Crypto Comedy and Art here for originally posting this tweet. So anyway, it's Saturday, guys. Wanted to leave that on a lighter note. But tell me what you think about this move by JP Morgan. Interesting pieces of the puzzle being put together that make me go, that's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.